Hey, what's going on, City Slickers? I couldn't go down the block because they playing some church music over there. So I said I stay over here. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Now these are old cars. Right there. Some church music. They got some church music. So I said, you know what? Let me stay over here. I wanted to go to that corner down there, but I'm in front of the Hunts Point train station. All right. Remember I told y'all I wanted to show y'all. Oh, my glasses, shades are crooked. I wanted to show y'all on my laptop the vlog I did in Brooklyn. But first I wanted to give y'all some shout outs. Because you might not hear it right on my laptop. So I wanted to just do that right now. All right, guys. Shout out. I usually do the shout outs at the end of the vlog. But being that I'm a little behind on my shout outs, I want to get this out the way. And then we'll talk about this topic that I've been wanting to talk to you about. So let me get the shout outs out the way right now. Ready? Let's go. Shout out to Hector Nunez. Oh, the light. Wait. Right there. All right. Shout out to Hector Nunez. I had to write it down. Shout out to Hector Nunez. I believe Hector Nunez from New Hampshire. Shout out to Angelina Harrison. Angie Dominicana Boricua. Angie Dominicana Boricua. Shout out to Lisa Sims from the BX. Shout out to, matter of fact, Angie Bori Dominicana, where you at? Yeah, she put Bori Dominicana. Angie, where you from? And shout out to Julian Hall, Baltimore. Shout out to Lisa Sims, BX. Shout out to Lady Ghana and her husband, upstate New York. They from the BX. They moved out there. Good for them, man. Good move. Shout out to Norma, Chocolate Orchard. Shout out to Donald Daly. That's my dog from Harlem. He in Staten Island now. Thanks for subscribing, Don. That's my dog, my day one. Shout out to Glenda Lockhart and her husband, Jeremy. Shout out to Glenda Lockhart and her son, Jeremy, from Chicago. Thanks for subscribing, Glenda. I appreciate it. Shout out to... Come on, man. What's wrong with this guy? Shout out to Nelson Rodriguez, CT. Shout out to Nelson Rodriguez. Shout out to Paula Marion. Where you from, Paula? Shout out to Deuces Wild, Leon, BX. My man, I think he's school safety. Shout out to my man, Leon. Shout out to Rafa, 518. And shout out to Dragon 10 Warrior. Dragon 10 Warrior. And shout out to my nephew, High Life Syfe. He's my godson and my nephew. High Life Syfe, he got some music coming out. You can catch him on YouTube, High Life Syfe. That's my godson and my nephew. And my cousin, Jay, he also has a podcast. Shout out to my cousin, Jay. I believe he's in Jersey City. He got a sports podcast. It's called Tits Lit Podcast. Him and 3 of his boys. Shout out to them. And did I miss anybody? Yes, I did. Shout out to Stan with Valor. Shout out to Stan with Valor. Shout out to Sunshine J. Cortez. Sunshine J. Cortez. And shout out to the Chris 692. The Chris 692. Shout out to Julie Martinez. Shout out to Duty X Cop. Duty X Cop. And shout out to Jeannie Cruz. Jeannie Cruz. And shout out to Chrisania. Chrisania from the Bronx. I saw him in Brooklyn. Shout out to Chrisania. And shout out to Deanne. It looks like Diane, but it's not Diane. It's Deanne. Shout out to Deanne from the British Virgin Islands. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. If I missed anybody, just leave a comment and I'll give you a shout out tomorrow. But yeah, shout out to everybody. I appreciate you. And yeah, now let's get into the topic. Let's get into the vlog. Ready? A lot of stuff been happening in the Bronx. I don't know if y'all knew, but you know, I grew up in Harlem in the Bronx. I was born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx, but constantly back and forth. My family's over there, my family's here. So I'm constantly back and forth to Bronx and Harlem. But the Bronx always been the poorest borough in New York City. They even have like the highest drug abuse, the highest eviction in New York City. You know, the Bronx always been the poorest borough. It's the smallest borough also. And I'm surprised so many people made it out of here, like rappers, actors, and all kind of, you know, J-Lo made it out of here. You know, Fat Joe made it. I told you he was in my class. So I know a lot of people that made it, you know, and they from the Bronx. And the Bronx always been poor. And just a few things been happening. It's like enough is enough. That vlog, I don't know, maybe I was talking too much in my personal life where I'm gonna tell y'all, but I don't want to tell y'all everything in one shot. I don't want people to look at me funny. You know, when you tell people, hey, I've been there and done that, I got in trouble before, because I have got in trouble before. I changed my life. You know, back in the days, everybody dipped into, well, not everybody, but you know, some of us did drugs, stopped. I got shot. I've been in trouble with the law before, and when I came out, I changed my life. You know, I went to electrical school, did electrical for about 88 years, and then I did elevators for 20 years. Mom got me in, and I got married and had kids, and just never turned back. And also, it's because I don't keep going back to the places I used to be. You gotta change people, places, and things. You can't continue to do the same thing and expect new results. So you can't keep going to the block. Like I go to Webster, I'm from 170, I go there, but after 2 or 3 hours, I'm gone. I'm not gonna spend the night in nobody's house. If I could wake up in the morning, and I can't go backwards. So I gotta just show some love, keep it brief, and keep on moving. And that's what I do. There's a lot of guys, some of them on drugs, some of them incarcerated, and they come out and they do the same thing. They go back to the same corner where they got locked up. Why is always siren? Fire truck, ambulance, or police car. So these guys come out and they keep doing the same thing. And they say, oh, nobody wanna. You know what? I started working $5 an hour. Right now, minimum wage is, oh, look at that. Right now, minimum wage is $15 an hour. And there's still people that say, I won't work at McDonald's. Are you kidding me? Growing up, I wish I would have got $15 at McDonald's. I worked at KFC. I worked at Food Town. You know, before I became an elevator mechanic, trust me, I had my share of factory jobs, messenger. I worked at a Bonpain in the World Trade for almost 4 years making sandwiches. So I didn't just start working making great $25 an hour. No, I started at 5 and I worked my way up to $30 an hour, you know. But my point is, I wanted to change. That wasn't me. The system wasn't me. When I was in there, I was like, this ain't for me, man. And that's it, I changed my life. And now I feel like all these guys, it's like they let everybody out from Rikers Island and Bellevue. One guy is arguing with a guy over a parking space. So the guy pulls out a gun. Another guy goes in his house and get a gun, the guy he's arguing with. They both shot each other, and they both died for a parking space. And then in the Bronx, again, this guy orders a sandwich in a deli. The deli clerk took too long to make his sandwich, so he shot him in the face. The guy died because he just took too long to make the guy's sandwich. And also, I see this Mexican guy getting his son from school. This guy just ripped him in his face. I'm like, that's Rikers Island stuff, that's jail stuff. And you know, some of these guys come out and they still think they're in jail. They want to stab and cut people's face. So you gotta be careful. Don't don't argue. You know, I used to argue. I used to get out the car. I don't do that no more. You can't catch me getting out my car no more. Somebody cut me off. Go ahead, Poppy. You got it, bro. I'ma still get there. A light only takes 2 minutes, man. It's all right. I can wait for the light. So don't argue with nobody. You know, sometimes you think you have problems until other people have worse problems than you. They're more hungry. You know, there's people starving out here. Everybody fronts for the gram, but everybody's not doing good, you know. Everybody's not doing great. So, yeah, don't argue with nobody. Let it go. And it was one more. Let me see, the clerk. The clerk, the guys for the parking. Oh, and people are also leaving their kids and their pets in the car. You can't do that, guys. Right now, anybody sees a kid or a dog in a car, they're gonna break the window, they're gonna call the cops. Yesterday they arrested a man. He left his daughter in the car. And recently, about a month ago, a guy left his twins in the car and they both passed. So there's a lot going on. You know, everybody's stressed out. Some people can't find babysitters, so they gotta take the kids to work or whatever the case is. So sometimes you think you have problems till you hear other people's problems. So don't get out your car thinking you're gonna argue with somebody. Meanwhile, this person's gonna shoot you. So just let it go, man. Let it go home, live another day with your family. And this is what I wanna tell y'all. And if I'm telling y'all this, best believe I'ma practice what I preach. Whatever I tell you guys, I'm doing it too. I'm not just saying it if I can sound like, no. I practice what I preach. And yeah, I was thinking about getting a new car, but I don't want that bill right now. I'll get a new car soon, but my two hoopties is fine. They old, but they mine. So I don't gotta worry about the repo or nothing. But I'm also worrying about traveling with Nana, because let's say if I gotta run into Walmart and Nana's in the car, am I gonna get in trouble for that? Let me know in the comments, guys. How about that? Can I leave Nana in the car and run into Walmart and come back without getting in trouble? You know, so these are things that I think about. So yeah, guys, I wanted to talk to you about that. Be careful. Don't argue with nobody. Right now, sometimes you're dealing with people that they just came out the system. They don't got no bills. They don't have, they just constantly going in and out of jail. They don't got a car. They don't got a job. They don't got a house or apartment. They don't have anything, so they don't have anything to lose. Meanwhile, here you are, you're at work, you're raising your kids. So be careful. Yeah, don't argue with nobody. Don't get out the car. And that's it, guys. Just wanted to tell y'all that. Yeah, you know, I've been there and done that. So when I hear people say, hey, man, Jesus. I did something for myself. I made it out into a career. No high school diploma. When you want something, you go for it. If you want it that bad, you're gonna go for it. So when I hear guys say, oh, I can't find a job, this and that, I can't read, or I just got out, or I don't have a diploma, there's always, if you can't work with your brain, you know what, get a blue collar. Maybe white collar jobs are not good for you. Get a blue collar job, but there's always work. There's always work, and you can always get a job. And that's just an excuse when I hear people say, nah, I don't got that, or this or that. That's an excuse, man. If you was somebody that they still have the same excuse they had 10 years ago, you wasted 10 years of your life with this person. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta get the car. I had to park down a block because I couldn't park right here at this bus stop. And when I get home, I wanna show you guys footage of that vlog that I couldn't upload. So yeah, guys, I've been there and done that, man. I changed my life, you know. And if I could change my life, so can you. Like if you're on drugs today, or you just came out the system, I've been there before. You know. I slept in my van years ago. If I have to do it again, I will. I don't care. But I've been there before, you know, as far as drugs, being in the system, and I changed my life over 20 years ago. And I promised myself, I want to get some Chinese food. I promised myself, when I have children, I never want to be in trouble with the law. I don't want to do drugs, and I didn't. So good for me. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go, get some Chinese food, and get on the highway. And when I get home, I'm gonna show you guys the footage. Jesus, some people just be walking sleep. Where are we? 15 minutes, I'm sorry, guys. All right. Yeah, some people just sleepwalking. I don't know how they do it. So yeah, guys, I've been there and done that, so there's no excuse. If you want it, you're gonna get it. Hold on. Pay your ticket if you don't want one of these boots on. Where is it? Oh, in the front. See the boot? I always check my tickets. I used to check on one of my cars, now I check both cars. Oh, my cousin Jace from over here. All right, I'm gonna get some Chinese food and I'm out of here. All right, guys. I didn't want to tell you about my past, but I spoke to my mother-in-law, Miss Hetty, and my landlord from PA from years ago. I remember when I started writing my book, I told her, you know, I don't want people to look at me funny, but I've been there and done that. I got shot, I've been incarcerated, they killed my friend. I did drugs before and I changed my life. This is an older white woman. She's from Germany. Her husband's from he's Polish. And she's like, you know, somebody might could learn from your mistakes. Just like my mother-in-law just told me. You know, I told her I didn't want my city slickers to look at me funny, but this was over 20 years ago and I changed my life. I just wanted to tell y'all that because maybe it's somebody out there who's not doing too good, but you still have a chance. It's never too late. So if I change, you can change too. Love you guys. I'm gonna see you mañana. Peace. No, not mañana. When I get home, I gotta show you footage from Brooklyn. All right, yeah. Peace. Shazam. Green light, Poppy, you heard? Where's my hat? Later.